So the first thing we learn for Martini's Gavotte is we learned collé motion in the bow hand. So for this, it's about grabbing a Nerf ball. It's the idea that we're going to squish the ball and release that squish. So we squish and then we release. Or we bend and we release. And what it does for the bow is we're doing it at an angle, so it makes the bow go up and down. And notice the direction of my wrist, up and down. So it's a diagonal motion going towards the violin and then coming away from the violin. We also have a stick in our hands, so we aren't straight. So we can't practice it from here where we're stiff. We need to already be in our bow hold. So what I like to do is take a squishy Nerf ball or anything you have that's squishy and put my fingertips on the top of the ball and my thumb tip. And then what I do is I'm going to move our Mr. Pumpkin. We're going to move Mr. Pumpkin by squishing in his head and moving him towards my nose and then releasing him but not dropping him. So notice I haven't straightened out my fingers. So you're going to bend in towards your palm and then bend and let it go. And notice again, I'm going up bow and down bow. Now you can also take your violin hand and put it around your wrist. That'll help you also not use the arm, and it'll also help you do the diagonal motion. So again, we're unsquished, and then we squish, and we release. So I'll do it from this direction. We're going to squish and release, squish and release, squish and release. Do it from this direction too, because you can see the direction. Squish and release, squish and release. So the second video for this collé motion in the bow, you're going to put your violin hand pinky through the stick on this. Your right hand, your bow hand, is going to lay on the edge of your music stand or on the edge of a table where you have freedom off the table. So you can barely see mine. But let me raise this up a little. Okay, so I'm on the edge of my music stand, and I am going to move the bow up by doing that squish we did by bending my knuckles. So I'm squishing and then I'm releasing. Notice I'm not straightening, I'm just bending into my palm and then out. Now if we want to see the thumb, I'll go over here and you can see the motion of the thumb. I'm going to squish and go out. So my thumb really collapses inward towards the palm when my fingers squish in. And if you notice, if you can see, the bow is moving towards the violin when I do it and away. So it's going up bow and down bow. So again, let me get this up. You'll have your pinky in the bow and you'll allow it to move so it goes up and down, up and down. Now remember, that's going to take a very, very, very soft bow hold. So no squeezing allowed. There's absolutely nothing. It's just like a shell around a piece of candy. The candy is inside my hand. That's the bow. And the shell is my fingers. So again, you're going to relax a little bit, long. That's your down. And then up is squishing, and then you're releasing. So if you're sure you're ready to try it with the bow, if you're not ready, that's okay. You just go back to the squishy item that we did before, like my pumpkin. But if you're ready to go to the bow, then you can do this. Here's an example of G major perpetual motion with my hand on the stand doing the collé motion as well. So This is a little awkward just because of the camera. So I'm going to go down, rock to A, up, and then down. Please use fourth fingers where they are marked in the music. They are very important for the movement of the bow and also the flow and smoothness of the music. The last section I will help you with is what I call the F section, and it starts in 72, in the second half of 72. This is for mainly hearing the pitch. I also want you to notice where the pinky is used, but mainly hear the pitch. So I'm going to start and do it slowly so you can hear. So I'm starting on an up bow with F natural, low 1 on E. Very hard to hear those notes. So please play that over and over again. Really listen to your pitch and use those pinkies as you saw in this video.